Hello, this is Marshall Goldsmith. I'd like to talk about what's happening with a wonderful project I'm working on. It was called 15 Coaches. A while back, I went to a program and I was asked, who are your heroes? I talked about my heroes, and they were people like Frances Hesselbein, former CEO of the Girl Scouts, just an incredible person. Alan Mulally, former CEO of Ford, who's helped me so much. Great teachers like Peter Drucker, Warren Bennis, Richard Beckhard. And then I was asked, why are they your heroes? And they were all very, very generous people who never charged me anything, were all fantastic teachers. And then I was given a challenge, be like them. Cross out their name and write in your name, be like them. I decided I wanted to be a generous teacher, and I wanted to help other people in the same way these wonderful mentors and teachers have helped me. So I initiated an idea, a project called 15 Coaches. I said, I'm going to give away everything I know to 15 people, teach them all I know for free, and there's only one price. When they get older, they get to be my age, maybe they can give back in the same way that hopefully I'm giving to them. I kind of sent that message out through LinkedIn and a variety of places, and I've been amazed and humbled by the response. Over 10,000 people responded with applications to be in the 15 Coaches. 10,000 people for 15 positions. Put this in perspective, Harvard Business School has 9,700 applications for 900 positions. This is 10,000 applications for just 15 positions. Well, I've been reviewing the applications, and I'm again humbled and moved by reading about the generosity of these people and the intelligence of these people and just their incredible track records. And here's what I've decided to do. The project is no longer called 15 Coaches, it's now called 100 Coaches. I'm going to announce 25 people today. These are 25 of the 100. These 25 are going to work with me to pick 75 more people. I've also received thousands of applications from Asia. I think 2,000, over 2,000 from India alone. We're going to have 25 coaches just for people in Middle East, Africa, and Asia, because I've had so many applications from that part of the world. Then I'm going to focus on another 25 from the US and Europe. That puts us up to 75. And also I've come up with another decision. I've read about the way people talk about this project on the internet, comments, and many people had some great ideas. They were afraid I would only pick very distinguished people like these top 25 I'm going to talk about. And I said, what about younger people? What about people that need a break? Can you help them as well? Well, we're going to pick 25 people also who maybe not quite so distinguished yet, younger people, maybe people from third world countries where this might be an opportunity. In looking at the first 25 coaches that have been selected, I'm going to begin with 3 from Thinkers 50. I'm going to discuss these by category only, not by ranking. Thinkers 50, the 50 top management thinkers in the world. I'm very honored that 3 of our 25 are in the Thinkers 50 list. The first one I'm going to discuss is Alexander Osterwalder. Now, Alexander's from Switzerland, a fantastic guy, an expert in business modeling, book sold over 1 million copies. Again, #1 strategy thinker in the world, and just a great person who is really interested in the entrepreneurial spirit and in giving back. The next one from the Thinkers 50 list, I'm proud to say, Herminia Ibarra. Herminia was ranked 2013 #1 leadership thinker in the world. She was ranked #9 business thinker in the world last year. An incredible author, professor at INSEAD, just a wonderful person. So Herminia, representing that Thinkers 50 group. And #3, Whitney Johnson, an expert on disruptive innovation, and also a woman with a fantastic background, interesting history, who's overcome a lot to be where she is today and is very, very motivated to give back. So 3 of our top 25 come from the Thinkers 50. I've also got help from Ben Croft at WBECS, a coaching association. Over 1,000 people who applied just through this one organization, and we picked some fantastic external coaches and internal coaches. The first one is David Peterson. David Peterson, a pioneer in the world of coaching, published many books on this topic, fantastic guy, leads the coaching practice now at Google. The second one is Judith Glasser. Judith, one of the top authors in the field, one of the top coaches in the world. Again, very honored that she's applied to join us. And Michael Bungay Stanier. Michael, a great guy, a Rhodes Scholar, brilliant man, he is also one of the world's top coaches. So we have three people who came from this coaching organization who really represent three of the top coaches in the world. So we have three Thinkers 50 and then three top coaches. And these three coach large organizations. Now I also want to get a mix of coaches who coach different types of organizations. The next coach on the list is Doug Winnie. Doug is with an organization called ActionCOACH, and they focus on small business coaching, startup coaching. And Doug was Coach of the Year in ActionCOACH, fantastic teacher, fantastic guy. And he's on our list representing that organization. Everett Alexander. Everett, brilliant man. Everett went to Williams, went to Wharton. He is a coach of the entrepreneur startup type people and also doing coaching for family organizations. So again, a nice mix of coaches. Next we have from Poland, Pawel Motyl. Pawel worked at HBR Poland, is a noted author, a great speaker, leadership development teacher. Very honored to have Pawel join us. Then we have some representatives from some of the top schools. Bernie Banks. General Bernie Banks, ran leadership development for West Point, has moved over to the Kellogg School, where he is now running leadership development for the Northwestern University Kellogg School. Fantastic guy. Again, so proud of his service to our country. General Bernie Banks, great man, honored to have him join us. Carol Kauffman, running the coaching program at Harvard, at the Harvard Medical School, very, very distinguished woman. And from Dartmouth, we have Praveen Kopalle. Praveen, he is putting together a really breakthrough program teaching MBA students at Dartmouth to be coaches in the Tuck School. And next we have Sanyan Sen. Sanyan Sen from Duke. She's running the Coach K program at Duke. And again, great background, MBA, running a wonderful coach program. And then from Harvard, Clark Callahan. Clark, fantastic background, formerly at the Tuck School, just moved over to Harvard Business School. Honored to have Clark join us. Then we have a couple of internal development representatives, and they're hopefully going to help me get some more people like them. Kathleen Wilson-Thompson is Executive Vice President of Walgreens, a wonderful woman, fantastic leader. She has a great background, a lawyer. And Kathleen is going to work with me to find a couple of these other top HR peoples to round out our top 100 list. And then Prakash Venkataraman. Now Prakash, for LinkedIn, really, I think, can help this group in a couple of ways. One, LinkedIn, an expert in social media, also a leadership development person. I'm going to work with Prakash to find some other great leadership development people in major corporations to join our 100 coaches. Then I decided, in terms of training people to be coaches, not just to pick HR people or consultants or thinkers, to also pick some great potential fantastic line leaders. And the first one is Aisha Evans. Aisha, a wonderful friend of mine from Intel. She's running their mobile business, a great leader, a great person, very inspirational to be around and totally dedicated to giving back. Deborah Borg. Deborah Borg is over at Bungay, one of the largest foods companies in the world. Deborah, fantastic background. Deborah was formerly a division president at Dow. She runs Senior Vice President of HR, just a great background, two wonderful potential CEOs, Aisha and Deborah. Then we have a very interesting choice, Bill Simpson. Bill, CEO of the Hershey Company. And you know, Hershey, I'm so inspired by what they do. A lot of their work is giving back, and they have an orphanage, and they're really supporting this orphanage with a lot of the great work they do. Then, one of the great mid-sized leaders I've ever met, Gary Ridge. Gary is the CEO of a company called WD-40. I've known Gary for a while. I'm so impressed with his work. In the terms of employee engagement, I think his organization, one of the top in the world. Just a fantastic guy, a great leader, positive attitude. Then I went to Inc. magazine. Eric Schoenberg, who's the president of Inc. magazine, a great friend of mine, decided to help me by finding two great entrepreneurs, two representatives from the Inc. family that really would be wonderful additions to our first 25 coaches. One is Pune Mahajar. Pune, an incredible entrepreneurial leader, founded a company called Hard Candy, sold it, doing a new company now called Tokidoki. One of the top entrepreneurs in the world, and Eric and I picked her out among a large number of applicants from Inc. magazine who wanted to be part of this project, representatives of Inc. 5000. The second one, Feyzi Fatehi. Feyzi, very different background, Feyzi. Feyzi, an expert in cloud computing from Corent Technologies, a very exciting new company. So, and coincidentally, this wasn't planned, both of them are originally from Iran. So we have two Iranians there, and Bungay and Feyzi. And then Gabriella Teasdale. Gabriella, very inspirational leader. She's kind of an expert that covers two categories. One, she's an expert in leadership development, has trained thousands of leaders herself in Paraguay. She's a wonderful person, but also is just totally inspirational in the nonprofit work she's doing, training leaders throughout our country, training leaders that don't necessarily have all the breaks in the world to help them become a success, training young people. And then we have, on the nonprofit side, we have Ashish Advani. Ashish from CEO of Junior Achievement, training entrepreneurs around the world to be future leaders, future entrepreneurs, just doing some fantastic work. A very, very brilliant man from Wharton School, and I think from Oxford. And then finally, the woman that got this whole ball rolling is Ayşe Bursell. Ayşe, a world authority in design, did a book called Design the Life You Love. Just an inspirational woman, and she wants to be a coach. So she is going to be one of our 25. So far we have 25 people that we've selected in our now called 100 Coaches Project. What's going to happen next? Well, the 25 are going to meet with me in Phoenix, or most of the 25, the ones that can be there. And we're going to meet together in Phoenix. We're going to talk about how we can all help each other, and then each of the 25 hopefully is going to be giving back to more people. And then we're going to be talking about selecting the next group. We want to have another group of 25 people from the United States, Europe, and South America. Then I want to go to Asia. We're going to have 25 just for Asia. Then we want to have a final 25 that represent younger people, people that don't have so many breaks, 25 people from developing countries perhaps, 25 people that are not quite as at the high end of the list, maybe a little younger, yet 25 people we feel this project can really help to get started. So our project is no longer called 15 Coaches, it's now called 100 Coaches. In summary, I'm just moved to read 10,000 applications from very brilliant, hardworking, dedicated people, people who are willing to give back. Now, if you have applied to this process, if you're not one of the first 25, that doesn't mean you're eliminated. Remember, we're now going to expand the list from 25 to 100. You're not eliminated yet. We're going to be doing some more programs with these 100 coaches. And again, I'm very moved, very humbled by the response, the incredible response that I've received in this project. And my goal is pretty simple. I want other thought leaders in my field, other people like me, to do what I'm doing. Let me give you a parallel. I think what Bill Gates is doing is fantastic. Bill Gates made a decision to give away almost all the money he makes to help other people. After he did this, Warren Buffett said, I'm going to do the same thing. Mark Zuckerberg, Mr. GM Rao, one of the people I coach in India, fantastic man, giving away pretty much everything he has to help others. Well, I am so inspired by what they've done. I want to do the same thing, only not with money, but with knowledge. I want to really try to recruit thought leaders from around the world to give away all they know, to mentor other people, to help other people for free. And the only payback is the people who are mentored give back themselves. So hopefully this is a cycle of giving away knowledge. And what I love about this idea is if I give you money, I don't have the money anymore. If I give you knowledge, I still have the knowledge, and you have the knowledge. The knowledge is just growing. So I'm very excited about this idea of really encouraging top people from around the world to give away everything they know to other people, encouraging these people to provide free mentoring, coaching, help to a next generation of people. This is a project I hope that spreads around the world. And finally, thanks to everyone for so much support, so much encouragement, so many kind letters I've received, 10,000 wonderful applications. Very honored to be part of this 100 Coaches project. Thank you very much. Life is good.